Greetings and welcome from the Grace House of Integrative Wellness and Therapeutic Touch. The Grace House is a private, personal haven for women seeking true self-care intentions. I'm the naturopath Grace, board certified licensed therapist and embodiment specialist. So thank you for joining me live as we do restorative yoga to age with grace. And this grace is the grace of God. Restorative yoga is different from other yogas, such as Ashtanga, Vinyasa, Yin, Iyengar, and it was actually the Yogi Iyengar who brought it to the West. And restorative yoga, the difference is it's passive in that we remain in the poses for 5 minutes. It brings back fluidity. It restores flexibility, and it balances the mind, the body, the nervous system in order to achieve homeostasis. So thank you for investing your time with me as we practice together. And let me just, because we are live, I want to make sure that you can see all of the atmosphere and the environment that you're in as well. Restorative yoga uses props such as blankets. So I have 3. And if you can use towels, because when we fold them, you can fold the towels into whatever prop we needed. I'm sitting on a bolster, and so you can fold the blankets and the towels into a bolster, and then you can take a sheet and just wrap it around to make a compact bolster. We use blocks, these yoga blocks. If you don't have blocks, you may have books that are this size or the same width and height. We use pillows, throw pillows, because we want to rest the limbs, arms, body to be comfortable. And so join me as we start with eye movements. So just take the eyes all the way to the top, down to the bottom, top, bottom, and just go at your own pace as you monitor your breath. Center the eyes, close them, and relax. Open the eyes, take them all the way to the right, then to the left, right, left, and at your own pace. These eye movements lengthen and strengthen the optic nerves. Center the eyes, close them. Just monitor the breath. Open the eyes and take them up to the top. We're going to go clockwise. So picture a clock. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, so on and so forth, as you go all the way around. And if you feel any stickiness or any jerkiness, that just means it needs a little more attention on that side. So just slowly and gently give it attention. When you come to the top, center your eyes, close them. Breathe in, out. Open the eyes. Take them to the top, and now we'll go counterclockwise. So it's 11, 10, 9, so on and so forth as you go around. The science tells us that daily eye exercises can even improve eyesight. When you come to the top, center the eyes, close them, and then put the palms together, keep your eyes closed, and rub briskly as you feel heat. Place them over the eyes with the fingertips right at the hairline, and just feel the darkness and the warmth. And just take in the exercises that you just did with the eyes. Slowly bring the fingertips down over the eyelids and then massage them out towards the temple. You can massage the temple. You can even massage your cheekbones. And bring your hand to rest on your knees or your lap. In restorative yoga, we do regular, normal breathing, your breathing. And just take in for a moment your inhalation to the ratio of your exhalation. So if you count to yourself, if it's 1, 2, 3, as you exhale is 1, 2, 3, 4. That's your inhalation to your exhalation. And that's what we'll be monitoring as you get into the poses. Come on to the knees. And we're going to get into the rest pose, the corpse pose. It's Shavasana. And this is the pose that anytime you cannot stay in a pose that we're in for the 5 minutes, you can always come back to rest. So we're going to take a blanket, and it'll be for the head. You can just fold that over again. We're going to take a bolster so that it would be to support the knees. And then another blanket, you'll have it folded at this width, and then fold it over just a little on the top so that your heels can rest. And then adjust yourself. Let your arms come and just slowly lower yourself down. And make sure just the head is on your pillow so that you can feel that gap underneath the neck. Knees are supported, heels are supported, and just adjust yourself. Let the feet come a little hip width apart. Let them lay out. Arms down by your side. And just begin to take stock. How's the heels feeling? The top of the feet. And when I use the words feel and see, the seeing is visualizing and the feeling is sensing. If you don't want to close your eyes, you can just have them at a low gaze. The ankles, the calves, sensation in the knees, the thighs, the hips, the abdomen. The ribs and the chest. The neck, shoulders. And as you bring your awareness to this inward journey, just sink in. Bring awareness to the right arm, the hands and the fingers. And awareness to the left arm and the hands and the fingers. Feel the neck and the face. Release the scalp as the ground holds it. And travel down the back and the spine. It travels all the way down to our coccyx, which is the tailbone, and release it into the ground. Just let it go. How often does your belly rise as you inhale and it goes down and contracts as you exhale? Scan the body. Where do you feel the most tension? As you bring your breath back to awareness, just wiggle the toes and the fingers. You can turn over to your right side. You can bring your knees up and either slide the prop down and just turn to your side as you just lay in a fetal position for a couple of breaths. Place your left hand on the ground as you slowly push yourself up to sitting, and let the head and neck be the last to join. A comfortable seated position is where your back is straight, not rigid, so that the spine can align. And just take stock. Take stock of what you're sensing, of what the body is beginning to feel. As we go into a back bend, it's going to be a recline corpse pose. And this is going to open up lungs and chest area. So you take your bolster, place it a little from the top of your mat. Your blanket, you're going to fold over and make a pillow so that it'll lay on top of the bolster. So this will be your pillow, and you're going to place your back of your lower back or your lumbar here. Have your blocks. You're going to adjust yourself and adjust your pillow so that you're laying with your back on the pillow. Bring the soles of your feet together so that your knees are flailed. Bring your blocks underneath so that they're resting and supported. And sense the comfortability of that pose. Your arms are down. Your shoulders are flushed against the bolster. If this is not comfortable for you with your blocks under the thighs, you can just stretch the legs out and then just have the hands down as well. Just adjust yourself so that you can sense the head, the neck, the chest, and the breath. Let the shoulders go. You're supported. How does the weight of your legs feel? What's pulsating in the body? Notice the vibration in your hands, in your fingertips. Relax the mind. Remind it to stay inward and bring awareness to the body. If you're using the blocks as props, bring your knees together with your hands. Stretch out the right leg and then the left leg. Let's stay here for a few breaths. Turn over to one side or the other as you lift up in a seated position. Place your hand on the ground and slowly bring yourself up, letting the head and neck be the last thing to meet. And take stock. Restorative Yoga teaches stillness and silence. Because in this world of go, 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 and do, 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 rarely do we stop and take inventory of the body, of the temple. The props are already set up for a twist. And this sage twist squeezes and rinses and flushes the body of its toxins. So you leave your pillow, you leave your bolster, and you're going to get another blanket as you bring your right hip up to the top of your bolster or the bottom of the bolster. Bring your torso onto the bolster with your head on the pillow. Bring both arms down. Place this so you can support the knees and the ankles as they are up in a fetal position. So you're going to have that in your supporting your knees and your ankles. Adjust yourself as you lay. Arms are supported and secure, and elbows on the ground. And release. If you want to accentuate the twist, you can feel free to turn your head the other way. If that's not comfortable, keep your head turned to the way of your knees. And you're in your own private sanctuary. So you can let out as you release and let go. as this pose twists the kidneys and the liver and the spleen to cleanse. Place awareness on your chest and ribs. Feel the heartbeat. Feel your heart. What is it saying to you? What do you need to squeeze out and let go? What feels tense? Take awareness of the breath. Feel yourself sink deeper and deeper. Put awareness on that left shoulder, that left side, all the way down to the hip. If you need to stretch that leg out, feel free to do that. Bring your awareness back to your shallow breath in the present moment. Push both hands down on the ground as you raise yourself up slowly. And you're going to turn to the left side. We want to balance, so we want to do both sides. I'm going to turn my bolster the other way so my back is not towards you. Restorative yoga, of course, is self-improvement, but it's more self-awareness. So place your left hip against the bolster. You can put your prop between your knees and your ankles. Take both hands as you gently twist to put your body down, your head down, shoulders, and just feel as it all sinks in. And feel the difference on the right and the left side. Release the left side into the earth. Ground yourself. Plant yourself. Hear the sounds of the organs, the digestive sounds, the heart beating. Bring your awareness back to your shallow breath. Push yourself up to a seated position, letting your head be last to rise. Remove the prop from your knees. And take stock. Where's the breath? How is the breath? In restorative yoga, the nervous system communicates with the brain differently, because now the brain can tell the organs what it needs to do to cleanse, to heal, to restore. As we go into our forward bend, I'm going to show you three options, actually. So one is a chair. A chair is our prop as well. So this is a yoga chair because it has no back. But any straight back chair that you have is fine. You pull it more into where you can see it. And this is one option. You can use your chair, place a blanket on the chair, and this is called a cross-legged forward bend. And the forward bends stimulate the parasympathetic nervous system. The backward bends stimulate the sympathetic nervous system. Remember, we need both of them. We need balance because while we're out here in the world, we need sympathetic and parasympathetic working together, not one more than the other. And more times than not, we have one more than the other, usually the sympathetic nervous system. So the forward bend, you're going to place a blanket on your chair. If you need another blanket, going to do that. Place your arms one over the other and your forehead. Pull yourself up as close as you need to on your chair. Push the blanket back so it doesn't block your breathing in your nose. And place your forehead forward. That's one option. Another option is you can take your bolster, place it here between the legs, and then pile and place your props, your blankets, fold it as much as you need and fold over. If you feel that you can't fold over, then start stockpiling them as much as you need, because that's your forward bend. Some need to pile and pile, and whatever is more comfortable, and that's a forward bend. And then the third option is you can lean up against the wall and do the same thing. So get into your comfortable forward bend. Adjust yourself. I'm going to place this back on the chair. And just release. And if you feel you're too high or too low, adjust it. Listen to the body, it'll tell you. You can also stretch your legs out along the chair as well. So it doesn't have to be cross-legged. Sink the forehead in, feel it. Let the neck go. Sense the sensation of the scalp down the back. Back of the thighs, back of the legs, to both feet. Bring your awareness back to your shallow breath. Slowly lift your head. Bring your arms down. If you're on a chair, you can remove your props. If you have your bolster, you can remove the bolster as we come into Shavasana, the rest pose. Place your blanket as your pillow. Your bolster to support your knees. And your prop that will fold to support your heels. And adjust. Slowly lower yourself down. Make sure the head is on the pillow, your shoulders are on your mat or on your floor. You feel the space between the floor and the neck. And just let the legs go, arms out, hands up, and sink in. You take a deep breath in, and the deep breath is where you extend the abdomen. So it comes in through the abdomen and it flows up to the ribs and the chest, and and let it out as it flows back down, and release. What do you need to let go? Let it go. Let your mantra be for today, I let go, and what it is. Keep repeating to yourself, I let go, with your inhale and your exhale breath is what you let go. Bring your breath back to awareness in the present moment. Bring your knees up. As you push back your prop, turn over to one side and push yourself up to a seated position. And take stock. Place your right hand over your abdomen, your left hand over your heart as you feel them now. You can either make a prayer hands or you can place your hands down. I'd like to thank you for sharing your investment of yourself with me today as we did restorative yoga. If any of these resonated with you, practice them throughout the week until we meet again. And please subscribe and join me on Wednesday mornings at 10 a.m. as I do chair yoga for those who found it a challenge to be low and on the floor. So again, I'm the naturopath. Ask the naturopath, Grace. Thank you, and take care of yourself. Stay hydrated. Give the body what it needs. Until next time.